Hey everybody, and welcome to Worth a Buck, where I'm going to take some of the most popular Dollar Tree items, test them out for you guys, and let you know if they're really worth that dollar. If you want to see what I'm reviewing today, just stay tuned. Guys, so we picked all of these bags up at the Dollar Tree, and we're going to see if they're really worth a buck, because not everything at Dollar Tree is really worth that dollar. So let's just take a look. I'm going to open these up, and the first thing that I want to do, even before we talk about the price per product, is I wanted to feel the quality of the bags, because I've never actually bought the plastic bags from Dollar Tree before and wasn't even really sure what the quality of the bag would feel like. But already feeling this bag, I can tell that it is a nice thick plastic. Let's test this zipper. Zips up very nice. You know, some zipper seals really don't. Actually, these are like the click zippers, not the one with the actual zippers, but let's see how they pull. Definitely a nice tight seal. It does take a little bit of effort to pull it open, so that's nice. Now what I wanted to do was, these are the quart size ones, was to be able to push against this with my fingernails to see if anything that might be a little pokey would easily rip the bag, and I don't think so. That feels nice and tight. Matter of fact, let me try real hard. Okay, now if I push pretty hard, I can poke a hole through that bag, but you pretty much can do that with just about any bag. So as far as the quality of this quart size bag, I definitely feel like that is a nice bag. It is nice and thick, it zips up well, and that zipper is nice and secure. So let's talk about the price on that. The price for these at Dollar Tree is $1 for 22 bags. Going over to Walmart, which in our town is the cheapest place for me to compare prices to, at Walmart I can pick up 50 of these quart size bags with the same type of zipper for $1.74, making the bags at Walmart 3.5 cents per baggie. If I were to pick up 2 boxes of these at the Dollar Tree, I would be spending $2 for 44 bags. So I have already spent more money for less bags. The value of these ends up being 4.5 cents per bag at the Dollar Tree, so it is 1 penny more per bag to stop in the Dollar Tree to pick these up. The best value for the quart size bags is going to be Walmart. Now we're going to test out the sandwich bag. These sandwich bags feel like a regular sandwich bag. They're not as thick of a plastic at all as these quart size bags, but I didn't expect them to be, because a lot of sandwich bags are a little bit thinner. Now let's check this zipper. Definitely has a nice little tug to that as well. Seals up very easily. Okay, I'm definitely liking that. So the actual quality of this bag still feels as good as any bag that you would get at Walmart. Now let me talk about price point with you guys on the sandwich bags. At Walmart, you can pick up the Great Value Mega Pack. You get the 300 sandwich bags for $4.42. When you do the math, that makes them 1.5 cents per bag. On these right here, if I were to pick up this box, I only get 50 for $1, making these 2 cents a bag. So there is only about a 0.5 cent difference in the price per bag. Okay, and I now want to look at the freezer bags. These are the gallon size freezer bags. But let's pull this out and check the quality of the bag. Okay, right away I can feel that this is not quite as thick feeling as the Great Value freezer bags, because remember, freezer bags are usually just a little bit thicker on the plastic. It doesn't have quite as tight of a zipper feel either as the Great Values, but it still does have a nice seal. Let's try that again. Okay, that is zipping up pretty nice. I like that. The bag is not super thin, so I do think that it would stand up in the freezer. You can see I'm trying to poke my nails through that, adding some pressure and tension. These are definitely a thinner bag than what you find in the Great Value freezer bag, but they're not so thin that I think they wouldn't work in the freezer. I think that these would be just fine as long as you're not putting a liquid. You're just gonna put like some cold cuts in here, or maybe some chicken breast, something along those lines, then I think that this would be fine. I forgot to snap a picture of the price of the Walmart bags, so I don't have that to show you, but I can tell you that they still were cheaper per bag at Walmart, just like the rest of these bags have been. Do I think that these products are worth $1? I think that if you're in a hurry and you just need to run in there and maybe for convenience sake, then I would say yes, they're worth $1 because they are a good quality bag. But if you're truly going on the economics and you want to stock up while you're in Walmart, then they're cheaper to purchase these at Walmart. But overall, worth $1? Yes, definitely worth $1. Hope you guys enjoyed this comparison. Thanks so much for watching.